Dear students, in the last class we have studied or we revised the law of exponents which we have studied in the 8th standard. Now, what about if the root number is present or if it is cube root number, how to express it in the form of exponents? Example, if I have square root 3, right? Now, how to express this in the form of exponential form? In exponential form, how to express it? Actually, according to the exponential form, this can be written as 3, base is 3 to the power of 1 by 2. Actually, we have to write it is in the form of like this. This is the method. Now, what is the rule? I will say this is the square root. Usually the 2 we won't write here, but it is the meaning is square root of 3. So we have to write the exponential form, the square root in the form of 1 by 2. If it is cube root, say if it is cube root 7, cube root of 7, how to express in the exponential form? It is this number 7 we have to write as the base of the exponential form. Then it is cube root. So it is 1 over 3 it is. If it is a fourth root, it is 1 over, say if it is a fourth root is there, fifth root you don't know now, you haven't studied, you can have square root, cube root, we have fourth root, etc. Whichever root you will do, then when you express any number here, when you express it, that base number you have to take this number, whatever inside that one is there, then this root will become 1 over that particular root we have to write, whichever root. Usually here we are either studying square root or cube root in the exercise. So either you have to write 1 by 2 or 1 by 3. That is the meaning. In general, if you have a form, A is a real number, and such that A is here, A is greater than 0, a positive real number we are taking. Okay, A is real number such that A is greater than 0. In that case, when we have a, and n is positive number here, and n is also a positive integer, then nth root of A is equal to A to the power of 1 by n. That is important. Nth root of A is what is the meaning? It should be positive real number, any number, and n should be a positive number, integer, positive integer. It is rational number, any rational number if you can take. Usually some natural numbers we are taking in the exercise, whatever it is, this should be taken as base, and this root number, it may be square root, then 1 by 2, it is cube root, then it is 1 by 3, if it is fourth root, 1 by 4, if it is fifth root, 1 by 5, if it is nth root, n should be always positive numbers, then it is 1 by n. In this form we will write it. Okay. Now, example, square root 2, how to write in the exponential form, is equal to 2 to the power of 1 by 2. Square root 3, how to write? It is 3 to the power of 1 by 2. Square root 4, how to write? It is 4 to the power of 1 by 2. Square root of 101, it is 101 to the power of 1 by 2. So whichever number we have, that this inside the root number we have to take as base of the exponential, and the exponent here nothing but the 1 over the root number you have to write. Here 2 is not there, but usually for square root 2 we are not writing, right? In the same manner, if you have cube root, say cube root of 10, how to write in the exponential form? Write the 10 first, then it is 1 by 3. Cube root of 17 is equal to 17 to the power of 1 by 3. Cube root of say 200, it is 200 to the power of 1 by 3. If I write say 6 1 by 3, how to write in the root number? It is which number now? Cube root. And with what number I should write inside? 6. Or if I have say 24 to the power of 1 by 2, how to write? It is square root of, see it is 2 is there, no? So it is root number, square root. But 2 will we write? We will not write. So don't write 2 here. Then what is the base number? You should write inside. It is square root of 24. Its meaning is. So it is in the root form. It is in the exponential form. So you have to practice this. Okay. Now we have learned. Now if there are two numbers, some problems you may have like this way. Say 2 to the power of, and 4 I will take for calculation, 4 to the power of 3 by 2. One example is there. What is the value of 4 to the power of, an example I take. What is the value of 4 to the power of 3 by 2? Now I can write 4 to the power of 3 by 2 as 4. One way is I can write half into 3. 3 by 2 can be written as half into 3. 3 ones are 3, denominator 2. So it is same as 3 by 2. It is nothing but 4 half bracket 3, you know laws of indices, right? Or it is nothing but, what is the meaning of 4 to the power of 1 by 2? 4 to the power of 1 by 2 is nothing but, it is in the root number, it is square root of 4 and to the power of 3. Square root of 4 is how much? Square root of 4 is 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3 is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. So answer is 8. So the value of 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 3 by 2 is 8. In the same manner, I will write this in another form now. Okay. Instead of writing this 4 to the power of 3 by 2, I can also write this as, I may write now it as 4 cube into 1 by 2. I can write it same this one, 3 into 1 by 2. This also correct it is. Like this I will write. Instead of half into 3, 3 into half I will write. A into B is same as B into A. It is one and the same. So now it becomes 4 cube to the power of half. You know laws of indices. A to the power of m to the power of n is a to the power of m into n. Right? In that form I wrote 4 cube. 4 cube is how much? 4 cube is 4 into 4 into 4. 4 into 4 into 4 to the power of half. 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 4s are how much? 64 to the power of half. Now 64 to the power of half can be written as 64 in the form root number you can write. 1 by 2 is nothing but square root. Square root of 64. Square root of 64 is how much? Square root of 64 is 8. We got the same answer. Got it? So, in some problems, you may have come across with the not 1 here, some numbers you may get. So, you may split in this manner. Keep the denominator 1 by some number and into the numerator, or numerator some number whatever given here, numerator is 3, so 3 into, so 1 by that form, because we can able to write in the root number at last to find the answer. Here it is 3 by 2, so 1 by 2, okay, it is 1 by 2 into 3 I wrote. So it is 1 by 3 kept outside, it is 1 by 2 is nothing but square root that number, square root 4. Square root 4 is 2, to the power of 3 is 8. In this problem, we did the cube number, then root number later we did. So 4 cube is 64, square root of 64 is 8. So it is new idea for you. You take some more examples, search the books and try to solve such type of problem. Okay, in the Excel they are given only few problems. Now what about this root numbers? Can we apply the when they express this root number square root a nth root of a, if we have, now how to write it? A to the power of 1 by n. Now we may have some other numbers, say it may be m or n, 1 by m. Now how to multiply, how to apply the rule? Whatever it is, here now it is in the fractional form. Root number is in the fractional form. Now how to apply the rules of exponents which you studied in the standard? If two root number you have to multiply, then we can apply the law of exponential here and we can solve it. So in general, if we have a to the power of, I will write, if we have say p and q are rational numbers, positive no need. Let you write the rule first, this one write down. So whatever I have did, let a is greater than 0 be a real number and let m and n be integers such that m and n have no common factors. No common factors other than no common factors, and n is greater than 0, then remember a to the power of m by n can be written as, it is nth root of m you can do, it is a to the power of m by n. It is also equal to nth root of so you can write both form like this way, just one problem we did know, like this way we can do in the both the form. That is the one thing you have to write it and remember this formula. And another one I will write now after writing this much. One more the rule how to apply, we will write it once again, you take down. Another thing you have to bear in mind is, let A is greater than 0, a positive real number, be a real number. So we are only talking about the positive real number, okay, real number. And instead of m and n, now we have taken p and q, okay, p and q be rational numbers, because when the root numbers are there, it will be in the form of p by q form, right? Numerator and denominator it have in the exponential form. So in the be rational numbers, then we can apply the same law. Here also we can apply the same law. A to the power of m, not m, sorry children, a to the power of p into a to the power of q, where p and q are not whole numbers, they are rational numbers, they are some fractions, positive numbers we are taking. So we can apply the rule here. What is the rule of law of exponents? Same rule we can apply. It is a to the power of p plus q. But here p and q are, remember, they are rational number. They are in the form of fraction, p by q form. Okay. Then second rule is a to the power of p to the power of q. Same rule as you studied, it is a to the power of p into q. The third law is a to the power of p divided by a to the power of q is equal to a to the power of p minus q. And lastly we have a to the power of p into b to the power of p is equal to ab to the power of p. That is the fourth law. So if same power is there, where two numbers, we can keep it in the bracket and do it. And we will do some example problems to understand this laws. So the same laws which you have studied in 8th standard, like a to the power of m, a to the power of n, a to the power of m plus n. Same law can be applied where here p and q are in the form of fraction, rational number, you know, rational number. You can write it in the form of numerator some number and denominator. So instead of here in the 8th standard you have studied some integers here, positive numbers or whole number, natural numbers you have written, or sometime the negative numbers, integers you have used. Here instead of integers we are using the rational numbers. Some fractions we can be there, then also we can apply the same rule. Like when the same, they are if base is same, if the exponential values you have to multiply, then you have to add that to exponential powers. Then power of the power you should multiply, and if it is divided, then you have to subtract. It's the one and the same rule, but it is p and q are not integers, it is a rational number. We can apply here also, no problem. That is the thing. Okay. Now using the same law which you have studied, we can do some example problem and then we will work out the exercise, right? Now see the one example, simplify or find the value, etc. they will give. So one example, simplify. Example problem, simplify. The problem is 2 to the power of 2 by 3 into, it is not dot, into it is 2 to the power of 1 by 3. Now how to solve this problem? Here they are not integers, but no problem. Just now we write the rule. If they are in the form of rational number, They are rational number. 2 by 3 is a rational number. 1 by 3 is also rational number. No problem. For rational numbers also, we can apply the same rule which you have studied in 8th standard. So, base is same here 2. So, it is like a to the power of m into a to the power of n. A to the power of m plus n. But while writing in general, we have written here p and q, right? It is a to the power of p into a to the power of q. It is a to the power of p plus q you have written, right? So, we can apply the rule. Base is same. So, it is 2 to the power of this plus this. So, it is 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, right? Now, it is equal to 2 to the power of, you know how to simplify the fractions. Okay. Now, addition or subtraction of fraction, when you are doing, you should make the denominator common denominator and simplify, either add or subtract the denominator. You have to make the denominator a common denominator, and only you have to do the operation to the numerator in case of addition of the fraction or subtraction. Now, here the denominator is 3, here also denominator is 3. It is common denominator, so directly we can write it, no problem. Otherwise, you have to find the LCM and you have to find the common denominator. It is 3. Now, what is the numerator? Numerator only you have to do the operation. Here 2 plus 1. It is equal to 2 to the power of 2 plus 1 is 3 and denominator also 3. So, 3 ones are 3 ones are. It is 2 to the power of 1. 2 to the power of 1 is nothing but 2. So, answer is 2 here. Second example, simplify. It is first one, second one, you have to simplify 3 to the power of 1 by 5 to the power of 4. It is power of a power. Power of a power. So, if there are two powers, we have to multiply them. So, it is 3 to the power of 1 by 5 into 4 is equal to 3. 3 to the power of 4 into 1. It is in the numerator. 4 can be written as 4 by 1. Okay. So, it is rational number. It is also rational number. So, how to multiply the fraction? Numerator into numerator, then denominator into denominator. 4 is nothing but 4 by 1, right? So, 1 into 4 is 4, denominator 5. This much enough. What is the fourth or this one you don't know to do the fifth root, right? It is fifth root. No need, keep as it is. One more example we will take. Third example, simplify 7 to the power of 1 by 5 divided by 7 to the power of 1 by 3. Here again 1 by 5 is rational number, 1 by 3 is rational number, no problem. If they are rational number also, we can apply the law of indices. Okay, so it is equal to 7 to the base is same, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n. So it is one and the same. So a to the power of m minus n, this minus this. So it is 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3, right? So it is equal to, now here 5 and 3 are the denominators. You have to find the LCM of 5 and 3 to make it common denominator. So, LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. How to do? 3, 5 divided by 3, 1 5 divided by 5, 1 it won't divide, right? 1 only. 5 divided by 5 is 1 time. So, you stop when you get 1 and 1 here. So, 3 into 5 is 15. So, 15 is the LCM. So, you have to change this into 15. So, which number you have to multiply to make it 15? 5 3 is a 15, right? Minus. So 1 by 3 is there. So which number you have to multiply to make 3 into what is equal to 15? 5. I will write it here is equal to 7 to the power of 3 ones are 3, 5 threes are 15 minus 5 ones are 5, 3 fives are 15, right? Now common denominator, right? Now you can simplify this one. It is 7 to the power of numerator 3 minus 5 and denominator 15. No doing nothing, okay? So it is equal to 7 to the power of 3 minus 5. It is not 5 minus 3. So bigger number has negative sign, so it is positive number. So difference is 2, but sign is minus, denominator 15. Last one problem, children. Example problem. 13 to the power of 1 by 5 into 17 to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to 13 into 17 to the power of 1 by 5. 13 into 17 how much? It is 221 to the power of 1 by 5. Okay. So you go through this loss and study. We will do the exercise in the next class. Thank you.